So, good morning and welcome to the Mindfulness Tree Meditation community. And what we're going to do today is our opening meditation is going to be based on the Mudita or the Sympathetic Joy practice that's in our book. That Mudita, and that's one of the four Brahma Viharas that we've talked about before, the divine abodes or the immeasurables. And Mudita is an antidote to envy. So I'm going to read the paragraph that is right before the actual meditation, and then I'll invite the bell. When we are envious, we have a nagging sense of dissatisfaction that effaces joy, as we are only able to see what we do not have and what we do have. Envy is a poison tinged with guilt and self-criticism. It kills our happiness and empties the world of its riches and wonders. As with the common humanity practice that is in the book above, Buddhism has a practice that breaks down the bonds of isolation and jealousy that keep us separated. It is called mudita, the practice of rejoicing in others' good fortune. Just as a parent can rejoice in the good fortune of their child, we can rejoice in the good fortune of others when we expand our identity to include them and when we open our heart to experience their joy as our own. So with that, I am going to invite the bell. Listen, listen. The sound of the bell calls me back to my true self. And so we arrive and settle, just as if we would shake a snow globe and watch the glitter fall to the ground. So we allow ourselves to settle, allowing our seat to hold us, the ground to support us as we welcome ourselves home. Being mindful of our posture, we align the spine from bottom to top. And we align our minds to this present moment. And if you'd like, you might want to set an intention, a motivation for your practice today, for yourself, for another, or for the world. And just formulate that intention. And with that intention in mind, we invite mindfulness, sati, that sense of openness and softness, curiosity, spaciousness that allows us to receive whatever comes to us during this time, who walks as a dear friend, able to hold whatever arises. And does the earth The ground holds our body, so our minds are held in mindfulness. And we allow ourselves to be aware of the breathing that is happening with our bodies. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I calm my mind. And whatever might be on your mind or had you've been pondering before this time, just allow it to settle. No need to solve problems right now, but simply to be receptive. Breathing in a long breath, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out a long breath, I know I am breathing out. And then just allow the breath to settle and to rest the attention just gently on the breath, knowing that the breath has a healing quality to not only our bodies, but also our minds. Allowing your breath to carry you, to comfort you, like an old friend. Welcoming the experience of the breath, and perhaps even bringing a small smile to your face, as this is a pleasant experience. Now, from this place of our breathing, I invite you to imagine a time when you wanted something very badly. Perhaps it was a job, a promotion, meeting a goal, a relationship, or even a material possession that brought a blessing to your life. And just think about one of those things that you wanted very badly, and it happened, and you received it. And now imagine the joy and the gratitude that you experienced. Perhaps the people that surrounded you and wished you well. And how this opened a new vista for your life, and you could rest in that joy. And allow yourself to remember the feelings that you had, perhaps the thoughts, the sense of satisfaction, and just allow yourself to dwell with these thoughts and feelings as you continue to breathe, experiencing pleasant thoughts, pleasant remembrances. And at the time, perhaps you weren't even aware that there might be others that would envy your position, envy what you have that you have rejoiced in. But that does happen. And it happens to us when others are fortunate. And so now just imagine a person who has something that you have some envy for. Perhaps someone in your neighborhood or someone in your circle of friends that, even though you might wish them well, there's that element of envy that arises. And without judging yourself, just notice what that feels like. And now recognize your shared humanity. That this person has hopes, dreams, fears, disappointment, and suffering. Recognize that just like you, the person you envy wishes to achieve happiness and to avoid even the slightest suffering, as perhaps you did when you received the thing that you wanted badly and rejoiced. Now imagine how happy what they have must make them. Think about what it means to them, to their family, that they have what you envy: the car, the house, or the position may be a source of great satisfaction. And now inviting Mudita, sympathetic joy, try to expand your heart to include them and their good fortune. Allow yourself to rejoice in their good fortune. Rejoice in the fact that they do not need your help because they have helped themselves. And just like you, they rejoice. I invite you to rest in the feeling of sympathetic joy for all who are rejoicing for their good fortune. And now allow yourself to rest in compassion for those who struggle, for those who are in need. Those right in your own neighborhood, but those in the world. Sympathetic joy and compassion can arise together to help us realize our common humanity for those who suffer, who have pain, loss, despair, loneliness, grief. And by allowing compassion to arise, we are able to extend ourselves outward instead of contracting ourselves with our own concerns and pain. And just allow yourself to again come back to the breath. Notice the feelings that you have in your body as you breathe and as you experience the joy of the breath. And so, as we come to the end of this formal sitting, I want to share a poem with you by Dennis Warren that's entitled Everything We Need. We have everything we need in this moment of awareness. Everything we need to be what we are capable of being. Everything we need to do what we are capable of doing. It's important to remember that what we are capable of and what we wish for may be two different things. Our lives will unfold at their own pace and their own rhythm. This can't be forced or changed. Our role is to see deeply into these truths and to align our intentions and actions accordingly. Thank you for your practice.